MoneyFM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on MoneyFM 89.3.
Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Audrey Seek here with you on Mind Your Business. Now, in the relentless academic landscape of Singapore, children find themselves grappling with immense pressure, leaving little room for the joys of childhood. In outlining 3 key priorities for the 2024 education system, Education Minister Chan Chun Seng says he hopes that parents can work together with teachers to give children the space to grow and the chance to be independent. So, as a new year unfolds and a fresh school term begins, parents are once again confronted with this crucial question. How can we best support our children's learning amid the demanding educational environment? Today, we want to focus on a particularly challenging subject, mathematics. In a world where stress and anxiety shadow academic pursuits, a pioneering company endeavors to transform this narrative. By harnessing technology and gamification, their mission is to assist young learners in mastering math concepts while, perhaps most importantly, giving back the childhood that seems to slip away amidst the rigor of education. So let's find out more from Charis Chio. She's the founder of Smartli, Singapore's first mathematics role-playing game. Welcome, Charis, to the Breakfast Show, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's so lovely to have you here in the studio with us this morning. So this is such an interesting concept. As someone who struggled with math her whole life, I probably would have been more receptive to classes if I had these games. So what inspired you to create Smartli?
During the pandemic, when I was playing around with my niece and nephew, I realized that they were learning mathematics in a very different way. Like Singapore Math came out, I saw them learning and I was thinking, oh my God, we have got this system in Singapore that actually teaches kids how to do math, how to learn, right? So that kind of inspired me. But during the pandemic, one of the things that came up and stood up in my mind was 70% of the students in Singapore were having math anxiety. And there was statistics that came out during the pandemic. And then I put 2 and 2 together and I was thinking, look, I want a better future for us.
Yeah.
Let's come up with this game, right? I sat down with some of my team members that we have formed and we say, okay, let's try and do something. Let's create a game, RPG game, role-play game with a hero narrative to get kids from the age of 4 to 8 interested in math. So we're teaching them how to learn math, but at the same time, we're teaching them mental wellness and how to build resilience.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
A great combination. So can you paint us a picture of how one of these games looks like? And how does Smartli set itself apart from the other programs, especially when it comes to gamifying the Singapore mathematics curriculum?
Smartli is a game based on Singapore math curriculum. So everything is aligned to the Singapore math curriculum. So we have this hero narrative where this child comes in. He has an avatar. They can customize the avatar and create an image of themselves. So we make sure that the kids get heard and get seen. So we want the child to know that, yes, I see you. So this is our first step. We want the kids to know that they are being seen. When they are playing the game, they move through different worlds. The first world that they go to is a planetarium. And the kids enter the planetarium and they can identify objects, planets. We are teaching them vocabulary where they are learning simple mathematics skills like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they learn to draw as well.
Oh, so it's not just math. They actually learn language skills as well.
Yes. It's a holistic app. The focus is Singapore math, but we're also incorporating mental wellness and vocabulary into it.
Yeah.
And then values, social learning, values.
Wow, okay.
Values of charity, values of graciousness, values of it's okay to fail.
Yeah.
You pick yourself up the next round.
Yeah, you mentioned mental wellness, which is very important for people of all ages. So we mentioned that we are in a society where students, grapple with so much pressure at such a young age too. So how does Smartli aim to ease these challenges and reintroduce the joy of learning?
Smartli is an app that is based on an RPG game. It's a strategy game. So it excites the kids to play the game. It's like playing any game. But what they didn't know is that this is a secret. We're teaching them math. So they're playing the game, but we're actually teaching teaching them math while they're playing the game. So in their mind, in the child's mind, they are enjoying the game. But without them knowing, we are actually giving them skills and math skills.
Yeah, so you mentioned earlier before we went on air that some students actually enjoy the game so much that parents have to learn how to limit their time with the game. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, one of the biggest complaints parents have is, oh my gosh, I left the kid alone for like 1 hour and he's still playing the game. And we have to write back and say, dear parent, can you please limit the time on a daily basis for your child?
Wow.
I mean, with any technology, there's a limit, right?
Yes.
Please limit the time.
So, Charis, I was taking a look at your background. It's quite interesting. You were in ed tech, then retail, CPG sectors, quite unconventional as compared to the traditional educators that we see. How would you say your varied career path influenced the design and approach of Smartli?
I come from a strategy background. So corporate strategy was my big thing. M&A was my big thing. When I came to Singapore, right, my first company that I started was Leadership Institute. It's a multi-million-dollar revenue company right now. So I got really interested in education because I realized that my corporate experience can inform my educational teaching. So at that point in time, when I came back to Singapore in 2015, I thought, okay, it's time to relax a bit. Little did I know this is not relaxing at all. I started 2 companies. Smartli is my second company.
Wow.
And it's been a really exciting journey. And it's very educational for me as well, meeting different people from different parts of society while I'm creating this game.
Yeah, well, if you're just tuning into breakfast, we're chatting with Charis Chio. She's the founder of Smartli, which is Singapore's first mathematics role-playing game. So, Charis, you know, Smartli has seen some success already. You mentioned that you guys soft-launched in August, and you already have over 100 users in its first month. The business model you've gone for right now is still an annual type of membership, but you will soon change it to a subscription-based one. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So, can you tell us why you decided to go with this setup?
Oh, right now we're just, because when we soft launch, we decided to like sell one-off, test the market, see what it's like, right? Later did we realize that the reception will be so positive for our app. So eventually we're going to turn this into a subscription base. And earlier on when you mentioned about Minister Chan Chun Sing, talking about special education, Smartli's next product down the road, we have a few products in the making. Mathematics is one, English, Chinese, and we are also looking at an app to teach children with special needs.
Ah, okay.
So that is also in the making. So we are looking at all these products right now. We're launching in different markets.
Okay, we definitely want to get into the future developments as well. You mentioned Chan Chun Sing, who talked about the goals for Singapore's education system in 2024. So the education landscape really has changed a lot since we were kids. Now we're looking at an era of technology. How does Smartli exemplify the positive impact of technology when applied right, or should I say thoughtfully?
Well, the way I say it is, remember the time when black and white TV first came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the rage. And everyone's saying, oh no, you're going to go blind. Don't watch TV too much, you will go blind.
Oh,
that
wow.
was the message that we got, right? But during that time when I was watching TV, I watched Sesame Street, Muppet Show. I learned a lot from it. So I think technology is not the problem. It's how we use it that's the problem.
Yes.
So for Smartli, we're trying to take away screen time from your mindless games. I go into a hawker center, I see people with a device in front of them, put it in front of their kid to stop them from screaming. Don't do that. Put Smartli in front of them to stop them from screaming.
At least they're learning something along
Yes.
the way. Yeah, so looking ahead, how do you envision technology evolving as becoming a crucial educational tool in the future?
We're looking at new technology, generative AI, AR, VR. We're using 3D, 4D. We're moving slowly in that direction. For the later products that we're creating, we're looking at all this new technology. Right now it's RPG, just a strategy game. You go in, you're an avatar, you explore the world. But we're looking at other devices using technology. How can you tell a story using generative AI? How can you use AR, VR in your current environment? That can be geolocation based so that you can learn. We're using social learning, how to learn with your friends.
Yeah. Well, before we let you go, Charis, we wanted to talk about the future of Smartli. You mentioned a little bit about this. You have some ambitious plans and goals. You talked about expanding beyond mathematics to languages as well. And you're looking to raise $10 million in seed funding. Can you talk to us more about the future of Smartli?
Smartli is currently being funded, but we're looking at seed funding. We're looking at more products, more geographical expansion. So we're looking at expanding geographically and expanding our product base. So the technology that we're going to use is going to be different from what you see today. The world is changing. We want to adapt to the change. Who knows? One day we'll have a smart glass for Smartli where kids can learn and teachers can be using that smart technology to teach the kids as well. We're going to the B2B market right now.
Very exciting. Looking to change the world one game at a time. We're speaking with Charis Chio. She's the founder of Smartli, Singapore's first mathematics role-playing game, looking to revolutionize the education landscape with technology. Thanks, Charis, for joining us on Breakfast.
Thank you.
Lots more to look forward to on the station. Keep it here on Money FM 89.3.